Now, the next one is Giannis Christakopoulos. He was in 2015 living in Barcelona. And since that day, he had the idea of what he's going to present us today. He saw in Barcelona different alternatives for implement solutions with the plastic and all this. So then after the COVID, he started to give a shape to his project, and he now is all over Attica. Maybe if you see this, he will tell us better about the project, so please come here.
So good morning, I'm Giannis Christakopoulos, just like Katerina introduced me already. I have a PowerPoint presentation. Can we please load it? So, my presentation is my story actually, and how this all came up and how it all started out. Because in that way I will be able to share with you the whole journey of my idea. I would just like to start by thanking Alafonis Siseko for inviting me. I believe it is a wonderful initiative because it is important listening to all those different opinions and perspectives on tourism, to be able to listen to something alternative vis-à-vis the course followed by tourism in our country. So yes, again, thank you. Now, I would like to give you a bit, a small overview of my profile. My background is not entrepreneurial at all. I was raised in a normal family where I was in close contact with nature, and early on I was able to appreciate the values and the benefits offered to humans by nature. I remember focusing on things that had to do with the impact of human activity on the environment and how issues might come up that have to do with global warming. And those are issues that I really wanted to deal with and address. It all started out as a source of concern, a personal concern. Now, in 2015, while I was studying programming here in Greece, I decided to apply for an Erasmus position, and I went to Spain. That's how I got to Barcelona. I attended an event, and I got to meet a new, innovative experience, something that was entirely new to me. It was nothing more than reusable glasses. I thought it was a brilliant idea. Okay, let me say at this point that I'm going to move through the slides rather quickly. I'm sorry. So, when you bought your first drink, you could pay €1 deposit, guarantee, let's say, for this glass. You were able to reuse that glass for your next drinks. And then you had to return that in order for you to get your euro back, and then the glass would be washed and reused, or you could hold on to that as a souvenir. I was hold on to that because I am a big fan of souvenirs. So, through that simple concept, I saw that there were no single-use plastic glasses stores here and there and everywhere, and people had a unique experience and people were able to take part in an ecological action, an ecological activity, without too much fuss, without too much effort. So I was really excited by that. I thought it was a very simple and self-explanatory concept. And one of my first thoughts was, why don't we have something similar in Greece? And my second thought was, what if? Maybe I should launch this idea in Greece. So I returned to Greece, and 6 years later, I brought forward this idea. It was in 2021 when I established Refill Me. The goal is to introduce and establish these reusable glasses through guarantee paying in Greece. So, our glasses are being built by 100% recyclable material, and our clients can print their own logo and brand. We also offer wash and storage services for the glasses until the next event in order to provide 100% support for events. Our goal is to ensure that in all events where single-use plastic glasses are being used, we can replace that option with deposit refund reusable glasses. Our project is addressed to concerts, festivals, open-air festivals, beach bars, hotels, weddings, catering services. Okay, I warned you that I would go through the slides rather quickly. Now, what do we achieve? We are able to radically decrease the waste produced, and we can save up to 6.8 kilograms of plastic per 1,000 servings. And this is an ecological benefit because every non-returned glass gives the company €1. And they save on those single-use plastics that they no longer have to buy. And we also show that those companies take active part in an ecological action. So companies can also have branded glasses, and this leads to further brand awareness when people choose to keep the glass as a souvenir. And in order for that to be more specific, I would like to share with you a case study, a typical example. It's the AD Festival. We worked with them back in 2022. It is the biggest electronic music festival in Greece right now. And in 2022, we decided to join our forces. Deposit for the glass was €2 because they thought that that was more suitable for their audience. It was a 2-day festival, and over those 2 days, we managed to save on 250 kilograms of plastic and create a financial benefit for the company amounting to €13,700. That was very simple without having them doing anything extra additional. They were just serving drinks, and through the non-returned glasses, they were able to benefit from that amount. At the end of the festival, and following the 4 named benefits, they had 11,500 glasses that they were able to use in their next events. So you can see that those are some of the tangible benefits for all the associates. Maybe the greatest benefit we see is the awareness raising, because we train and educate people about reuse and circular economy. because this is something that will generate a chain reaction, and we hope that it will eventually lead to better choices and further mitigation of the impact of human activity on the environment. That's all I had to say. I don't know if you have any questions. I would be more than happy to answer them. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much. So, hello, I would like to ask you, do you retrieve those glasses? I got a little bit confused at that point. Okay, that's a very good question. We have two business models. The first has to do with the sale of custom, tailor-made glasses where the corporate logo and brand is printed on the glass, so in that case they cannot be returned. They are sold to the company, but we also offer wash and storage services after the event, and we can store them and return them, but they own them actually. And we also have another case where we have a generic design, pre-printed glasses that can be rented for smaller businesses at a lower cost. They can rent it with a daily fee or monthly fee, depending on their events, and then they return that. Okay, because I'm focusing more on the recycling part. Only 4% of the waste ending the recycling bins end up being recycled, so I wonder how we can ensure that they're properly recycled during the end-of-life cycle. Well, that's an issue, I understand. Given the way in which we operate, the waste amount is minimum. In the ad event, where we had approximately 13,000 visitors and they used 15,000 glasses, those that only 352 could not be further reused and ended up in the garbage bin. So it is up to us to decide what we are going to do with those glasses. We want to ensure that they will be recycled. We haven't addressed that issue fully yet. It takes a higher volume of waste so that we can send them massively, given that they're polypropylene glasses, and this is a material that can be recycled in order to generate a similar material that can be reused in other items. That's our goal, but we're not there yet. Okay, great. Thank you so much. We're wishing you the best.